Imagine waking up. The sun streams through your window. It feels like any other Thursday in May 2025. You reach for your phone, a habit. You scroll through notifications, news alerts, social media updates. Then, something catches your eye. A headline about XRP, the altcoin many dismissed, the one often surrounded by debate. This headline is different. It speaks of an unprecedented surge, a value explosion that seems almost fictional. Your heart might skip a beat. This is not a dream. The numbers on the screen are real. XRP, the digital asset designed for payments, has done the unthinkable. It has multiplied in value, not by a small margin, but by a factor that changes everything. People who held even a modest amount are now looking at significant sums. The financial landscape for them has been redrawn overnight. This is the power of a 100-time shockwave. It catches everyone by surprise, especially those who had written XRP off. The implications are vast. Retirement plans are suddenly accelerated. Debts can be wiped clean. Dreams that seemed distant are now within reach. This is more than just numbers on a screen. It is about freedom. It is about opportunity. It is about the disruptive potential of digital assets, the kind of potential that can lie dormant for years. Then it can erupt with incredible force. This is the story unfolding, a story of transformation. For many, XRP was just a small part of a diverse portfolio, a speculative bet perhaps, or a long-term hold based on its underlying technology. Few would have dared to predict such a dramatic overnight shift. Yet the crypto space is known for its volatility. It is known for its capacity to deliver astonishing gains, and sometimes profound losses. Today, however, the focus is on the astonishing, the unbelievable, the life-altering surge of XRP. Meet Sarah. She is an architect. She enjoys her morning coffee. She reads the news on her tablet. Sarah dabbles in crypto. Not seriously, just a little here and there. A few years ago, she bought some XRP. It was after reading an article about fast, cheap, international payments. She did not invest much, just what she could afford to lose. Then, she mostly forgot about it. Life got busy. Other investments took her attention. This particular morning, Sarah sips her coffee. She skims past the usual headlines. Politics, sports, then she sees it. XRP skyrockets 100 times. Her eyes widen. Surely this is a mistake, some kind of clickbait. Yet the headline is on multiple reputable news sites. Her curiosity piqued, she opens her old crypto wallet app. Her fingers tremble slightly as she logs in. She navigates to her XRP balance. The numbers load. She stares. Disbelief. Then a slow, dawning realization. The small sum she invested. The amount she had practically written off. It is now a significant figure. A life-altering amount of money. Sarah sits back in her chair. Her mind races. What does this mean? A new house? Starting her own firm? Traveling the world? The possibilities seem endless, all from an altcoin that many in her circle had dismissed as having no future, or at best a very limited one. She feels a strange mix of elation and disbelief. This sudden wealth is not something she actively worked for, not in the traditional sense. It feels like a lottery win, yet it is tied to a technology she once found intriguing, a technology aiming to solve real-world problems. Sarah takes a deep breath. The world outside her window looks the same. But for her, everything has changed. The XRP 100-time shockwave is not just a news story anymore. It is her new reality, a reality she must now navigate with care. This kind of explosive growth is not entirely new. The world of cryptocurrency has seen such events before. Consider Bitcoin, the original cryptocurrency, the one that started it all. In its early days, Bitcoin was virtually unknown. It was a niche interest for cryptographers and tech enthusiasts. Many people dismissed it. They called it magic internet money. They said it had no intrinsic value. Its price was measured in mere cents, or fractions of a cent. Then, slowly at first, and then with gathering speed, Bitcoin began to rise. Early adopters, those who saw its potential, held on. They believed in its decentralized nature. They believed in its limited supply. As awareness grew, so did demand. The price climbed, from dollars to tens of dollars. Then hundreds, then thousands. Each new milestone was met with skepticism, and then, with awe. Fortunes were made. Ordinary people became millionaires. They were pioneers in a new financial frontier. The stories from Bitcoin's early ascent are legendary. Pizzas bought for 10,000 BTC. Coins mined on simple laptops. These now seem like tales from a distant, almost mythical past. Yet they are real. They demonstrate the power of network effects. They show how a new technology can disrupt established systems. Bitcoin's surge was fueled by a unique combination of factors: scarcity, growing adoption, and a compelling narrative of financial sovereignty. It laid the groundwork. Bitcoin's journey provides a crucial lesson. It teaches us that transformative value can emerge from unexpected places. It shows that assets once considered obscure can become mainstream. While XRP is a different asset, with different technology and goals, the historical precedent is there. The idea of a 100-time surge, while audacious, is not without parallel in this innovative and volatile space. The past echoes with stories of such incredible transformations. It reminds us to keep an open mind. Beyond Bitcoin, another giant emerged: Ethereum. It brought a new concept to the forefront: the idea of programmable money, the power of smart contracts. Ethereum was not just a digital currency, it was a platform, a decentralized world computer. This innovation captured the imagination of developers and investors alike. Its initial coin offering in 2014 raised significant capital, but its true potential was yet to be fully understood by the wider market. Like Bitcoin, Ethereum's early price was modest. Early investors saw the vision. They saw a future built on decentralized applications, or dApps. They understood that if this vision materialized, the demand for Ether, Ethereum's native token, would soar. And soar it did. From its ICO price of around 30 cents, ETH climbed dramatically over the following years. It reached hundreds, then thousands of dollars per token. This was another instance of explosive growth. Another set of early believers rewarded. Ethereum's rise was driven by utility, the growth of decentralized finance, the explosion of non-fungible tokens. These innovations were largely built on Ethereum. Each new use case added to the demand for ETH. It was needed to pay for transaction fees, known as gas. It was used as collateral in DeFi protocols. This utility created a strong feedback loop. More development led to more users. More users led to higher demand for ETH. The story of Ethereum further reinforces the narrative. Substantial gains are possible in the crypto market, especially for projects with strong fundamentals. Projects that offer genuine innovation, projects that solve real problems or create new possibilities. Ethereum's journey from a white paper concept to a multi-billion-dollar ecosystem is a testament to this. It provides another important reference point when considering the potential future of assets like XRP. The crypto landscape is dynamic and ever-evolving. Section 5. The engine of change ripples on-demand liquidity. Now let us turn our attention specifically to XRP, and to Ripple, the company most closely associated with it. One of XRP's primary proposed use cases is facilitating cross-border payments. This is achieved through a product called on-demand liquidity, or ODL. Traditional international payments can be slow, they can be expensive, they often involve multiple intermediary banks. Each takes a cut, each adds delay. ODL aims to change this paradigm fundamentally. ODL utilizes XRP as a bridge currency. Imagine a bank in the United States wants to send funds to a bank in Mexico. Instead of using correspondent banks, the US bank can convert US dollars to XRP. The XRP is then sent almost instantaneously across the XRP ledger.
XRP 100x. Prediction, the bold case, the backstory, and the big ifs. Because let's be real, if I have to wait 25 years, both my patients and my niece's crypto inheritance might not survive. If it takes 15, maybe there's still a splash of color in my hair. But if it's 5, send me the island brochures. I'm ready to retire in style. At this point, I needed a sanity check. So I toggled my portfolio tracker and revisited the emotional roller coaster that's been my personal XRP saga. I first bought in 2017, around 30 cents. I watched it soar to $3. Panicked, sold half, felt like a genius. Then watched it plummet to 25 cents. Felt like a clown. A full round-trip ticket through euphoric highs and ego-smashing lows. But that turbulence taught me 2 essential truths. Narratives shift faster than crypto Twitter's mood swings. Conviction can carry a coin through legal firestorms, exchange bans, and even meme-fueled digital warfare. XRP's community didn't just UDL, they mobilized, they lobbied Congress, dissected court transcripts, and created price models that made institutional analysts blush. Say what you will, but passion breeds adoption. And where there's fire, builders show up. Now let's zoom out. Macro winds are shifting. Ignoring macroeconomics while investing in crypto is like ignoring storm clouds before a beach trip. Central banks are actively testing digital currencies. Guess whose tech keeps surfacing in pilot programs from Japan to Colombia? Ripple's. Now imagine if just 5 major economies flipped the switch on XRP-powered settlement rails. We're talking trillions flowing weekly, reducing friction, increasing velocity, and potentially creating immense price pressure. Yeah, I know, the $15 trillion market cap target sounds insane. But is it? Today, the entire crypto market is worth far less than that. But factor in tokenized securities, real-world assets, and a metaverse economy where gamers earn digital bread, that $15 trillion moonshot becomes plausible. Remember, in 1997, a $1 trillion company sounded like sci-fi. Today, Apple toggles between 2.5T and 3T dollars like it's a lamp switch. But here's what keeps me up at night: timing. Believing in 100x is one thing. Holding through bone-crushing dips is another. You think you'll be strong until the SEC files an appeal and XRP drops 30% in a day. Then what? This is why I built a mental survival kit. Partial profit-taking plans, strategic stop-loss triggers, and a flask of patience for when the market turns into a screaming match. And hey, if you're looking for camaraderie through the madness, join our free crypto Discord, link below. We've got channels for moon math, Zen vibes, and therapy after a 20% wick. It's free, it's fiery, and it's where diamond hands and smooth brains meet. Why I trade on Blofin? Lately, many of us shifted a portion of our XRP trading to Blofin, the new kid with sleek order books and lower fees than my dog's loyalty. Want to test leverage or scoop some spot buys without fee burn? Try it out. Link below. Who knows? You might catch that next pump before the candle even forms. So let's revisit Chad's $235 XRP prediction. Imagine it. Ripple settles with the SEC. XRP is legally defined as a commodity. US exchanges relist instantly. ETFs launch. Banks get regulatory green lights. Boom. FOMO ignites. Binance's ticker freezes. Coinbase's app goes dark. Your dentist starts asking if it's too late to get in. Liquidity explodes, shorts scramble, XRP rockets like a Mentos and Coke detonation. Could that be the catalyst for a 100x run in a wild 12-month span? We've seen stranger things. Just ask the GameStop crowd, sipping coffee in January 2021. But let's not ignore the soda argument. Remember Satoshi's warning? XRP will only be 230 files when a soda costs $100. Translation: if inflation destroys purchasing power, price alone is meaningless. So here's your mental trick. Don't just track price. Track purchasing power. Can your bag buy more Tesla Roadsters or Hawaiian vacations than it could last year? If yes, you're winning. If not, you're just spinning the hamster wheel. Final takeaways. Simplified for the smart. Investor, XRP has already 12x'd since its December 2020 lows. Those who buried it missed the resurrection. A 100x could take it to 235s, potentially making it a titan in the global payments system. Possible? Yes, easy, not remotely. Timeline matters. 15 years, achievable. 5 years, needs a regulatory miracle, plus utility explosion. Tomorrow, dream on. Skeptics are vital. They stop us from mortgaging Grandma's house on hopium. The next chapter will be written in SEC courtrooms, central bank rollouts, and 100,000 microtransactions per minute. So am I betting my life savings on XRP 100xing? No. But I did stash away a moon bag in a hardware wallet I can forget about. Worst case, I crack it open for $100 soda. Best case, I'm buying the vending machine